Hey everyone, this is Mrs. Littrell. Sorry I'm not here today for class, but I wanted to make sure that you got everything that you needed, so I'm here to present this little screencast to you. You should be at today's lesson plan, which is October 9th, 2013, and this lists basically everything that you need to do for today. And the first thing, I want you to go to your B4 presentation from last time and go ahead and vote for the best meme on this link. Make sure you have commented on the images and the memes like you were supposed to have, because I review those questions and then give you points for participation. And then go ahead and vote for the best meme here. I want you to only vote for one. After you do that, you need to go ahead and review this child labor presentation, the one that you're supposed to have done for homework. Go ahead and access your classes B4. Insert 2 comments on the child labor presentations. The ones that you guys have done already were very thoughtful and emotional, and I want you to keep that emotion in mind as you work on this next lesson. The second big thing that I want you to think about today is the historical narrative learning module. If you go ahead and go there now, you can access it from the main menu, which is learning modules and historical narrative, or you can access it from the big business and organized labor learning module. So I'll go ahead and click on the narrative lesson plan right here. Over here on the left, there's a tab up at the top that says requirements. This is the bar that I want you to focus on today. This other section where it says autobiographies, biographies, diary accounts, personal recollections, these are all examples from last year that you can access to see how they approach the topic. These are ones that I thought were outstanding and I left them for you to review. As you see from this requirements page, the basic task is to learn about specific periods in American history from those who actually lived it. We often evaluate historical events and the people who lived ages ago by today's standards and what we know about the outcome. This hindsight makes it difficult for us to empathize with people in the past. Many times emotion is going to effectively transmit a story more so than just reading the facts from a history book. And that's what I want you to do with this assignment, is take that facts and make it into a narrative. The narrative can be fictional or it can be non-fictional. That's up to you. But you're basically going to research primary sources from chapter 20 and find an individual, a person, a pivotal event, and write a historical narrative portraying an individual and or a movement. Your stories will eventually be published in an ebook, and then we will read those books from this site. Students, basically your goals for this assignment is to understand the impact of the time and space. You need to write from a specific perspective. That is the biggest focus of this assignment. You need to develop a narrative structure, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. Identify events, people, groups and cultures, and then also we're practicing our research skills as we do this. You will publish your narrative along with the other requirements on a website that is similar to this one. You each will contribute your page to this website like these students have done over here on the left. Okay, this is the first step. Hopefully you understood that. If not, I will be here on Friday to go through it with you a little bit more in depth. But I do want you to take as much time as possible today to actually understand this. The next thing I want you to go ahead and do is go to the historical narrative how-to. The historical narrative how-to needs to be completed today. I want you to first click on this presentation. As this presentation loads, you definitely need to read what the narrative actually is, the basic description of a narrative. You guys, narrative is just telling a story. It's not like a chronicle, like a timeline, like you're listing events. It's basically you're telling the story of a person and everything that's going on in their life. Here are the techniques of a narrative writing. This is an example of historical fiction narrative. And then on the next clip, I will explain this assignment.